What is up, all my fellow Turbros? This is SteveTurbo, the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros, coming to you with a really quick channel update. I know it's been a little while since we've posted any real, actual content other than a few TurboCasts here and there and a few reaction videos here and there. And I kind of wanted to give a quick update as to why that is. For those of you who don't have a whole lot of time, don't worry. The band is still together. We are all still, doing this. But there is a reason why we haven't had a chance to upload any content here. So I'm going to get right into the nitty-gritty, and I'll save the rest of what I have to say for the channel update after that. But to give you guys a real quick rundown on why we haven't posted any new Let's Plays, any new stuff for Danganronpa, any new anything, really. So James and myself both work at the same job. We both work retail jobs. And, it's the holidays. So James actually has to go to work very, very early in the morning. Usually he has to leave at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So what he's been doing recently is he's been, he's had to get up really, really early. And me, I normally don't get home until about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's more or less just kind of been we've been busy. We've been super duper busy. We haven't really had much time to sit down and record episodes, because one thing that you have to know about this whole YouTube thing, guys, for those of you who really don't know how it all works, YouTube, doing anything, sitting down, getting it all set up, recording, making sure everything is right, everything is to the standard that you want it to be, it takes time. And unfortunately, it's just not time that we've had. And this is the same thing that happened last year, only we were still new to this. So, again, the short explanation on why there hasn't been much new content is just simply that the holiday season at a retail job just kicked off, and it's just been super busy for both of us. So I greatly apologize. I thank all you guys for sticking around. I thank all of you guys for watching all the back catalog of content. I really appreciate your patience. James does too. There have been days when, we both got home and we were like, should we record? And we just both look at each other like, man, I'm tired. I'm so tired, and I can't create like that. And, we hold ourselves to a very high standard when it comes to recording, because we want to deliver you guys the absolute best content that, we can. And that means that sometimes if we are just not feeling it, we're not going to do it. We're not going to put crap out there and then expect you guys to like it. So that's kind of how we feel. We are our own biggest critics, and I am especially, our biggest critic, because that's just how I am. I take pride in everything I do, and, I hold myself to a very high standard. So, again, along with being busy, the moments we've had, we've just been tired, and we've been trying to recuperate, and it's been brutal. So yeah, that pretty much is why you haven't seen any new content recently. So on to the next part is, so when is it coming? What are we doing? And is this such and such still continuing? So when is it coming? If I have it my way, hopefully you guys will have something by the end of the week. If, again, scheduling conflicts, there's not much I can do about that, so I do apologize. I will try to figure out some things in the mid-between. I had even tossed around the idea of me and my girlfriend doing a Let's Play of Yoshi's Woolly World, just because I thought that would be fun, it'd be cute, and it'd be a nice little palate cleanser compared to what we normally do. So what are we doing? We're still going to be doing Danganronpa 2. For all you guys who have been loyally following that series, thank you, and don't worry, it is still going. We are absolutely still doing Danganronpa 2, and we are going to do Danganronpa Despair Girls. So, pardon me, I'm still getting used to all the different games in the Danganronpa series. But we will be doing Despair Girls. As to when that will be, I don't know. But we are definitely doing Danganronpa 2 still, so don't worry. Still happening. Do not worry. I lost my train of thought, but regardless, guys, I just want to, take a moment after dishing you guys out and letting you guys know that, yes, we are still doing stuff. Don't worry. Please stick around. I just want to take a moment to thank all of you who have really made this dream of ours come true over the past year. We have been in operation now for roughly a year, or actually over a year, about a year and 2 months now. We started at the end of September last year, and we have a lot of fun doing this, and we love talking to all of you. I love talking to all of you, and I really am going to try and do more. That kind of goes into the what are we going to do category of all this, and that's really where I want to take things. So what I want to do going forward is try to be more consistent and maybe develop you guys a schedule for when uploads will be, so they won't be quite so sporadic. Me and James are going to try and hold to that schedule as best we can. And we want to do a wider variety of games, because while we know you guys love Danganronpa 2, we of course want to, play some games that we genuinely, love as well. So we want to do, like, just different games. They may not follow a specific rhythm. Like, we're not going to do just fighting games. We're not going to do just, like, anime games. We're not going to do just RPGs. We're not going to do just You get the idea. It's going to be a nice little mishmash. So if you have to compare it to anything, think of it like Game Grumps. We're going to just do a bunch of different games that we really enjoy. So yeah, but we know what you guys love, and we love it too. So don't worry, there will be more of that. Of different types of anime games and whatnot. So that's no problem. As far as the TurboCasts go, recently I had gotten some feedback that just some good constructive criticism on my videos, and I did kind of agree with the constructive criticism that I got, that I tend to ramble a bit, which is ironically what I'm doing now. I'm going to try and condense those a little bit. Unless you guys like them being longer, I'm going to try and condense the TurboCast to be below about 10 minutes. So that's the plan going forward with that. But again, guys, we're going to be doing more. We're going to be doing more in the coming months. I'm getting ready to make a few more investments to try and do live streaming, to enhance my PC to do live streaming. I'm also going to be investing in a new microphone, again, to enhance the audio a bit more, just to make things better. And, just overall improvements to kind of help the quality of the show. Because, again, I really love doing this, and, I want to put forward the best content possible. So that in lies, making investments. And I think in this channel alone, I've already invested, like, somewhere along the lines of $300, maybe $300 or $400. And I want to do more. I want to do more with that. So that's all on my end. I just wanted to give you guys that quick announcement and just let you know how much I appreciate all you guys, subbing, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that. Thank you so much, because, like I said, it really does make this little dream of ours come true, and we love every second of it, and we love all of you. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. It really does mean a lot to have all of you here. A year ago when I started this channel, I never would have thought I would have made it this far, and I know 226 subscribers to some may sound like a paltry amount, but to me that's a lot. That's a lot of people. I'm floored that every time I look at that number, I'm like, holy cow. And that number may drop or it may rise. I don't know. That's all in the future. But for now, in the here and now, I love it, and thank all of you for doing this, because it really does let me do something that I love to do and bring it to you. So on a final note, I want to give some shout-outs to kind of wrap this whole thing up. Again, along with the updates, enhancements, what we're going to do going forward, I also want to give some shout-outs to some very good friends of mine who are also YouTubers, who I feel deserve more recognition for the wonderful content that they put out. And of course, they're just very good friends of mine, and if you would, I would really be appreciative if you went and checked out their channel. And if you like what they have, please give them a subscribe. You know, give them a subscribe, like their videos. You know, it would mean a lot to me, and it would sure mean a lot to them. So first and foremost, who I kind of started this whole thing with would be Game Night with Daniel Holfitch. Now, Daniel has been very busy recently with his schoolwork, so he hasn't been able to do a whole lot, but he's got a lot of big plans in the works for Game Night and that channel. So I can't wait to, you know, join in with him and do some stuff again with him, because those guys over there really love what they do. Much like here at the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros, you know, they love everything of what they do for gaming. And if you really love just watching passionate individuals just, you know, really doing, again, what they love, go check those guys out over at Game Night with Daniel Holfitch. I mean, those guys are some really great friends of mine. I love them to death. And, you know, they deserve more recognition. They really do. I personally believe that. Next up is a longtime buddy of mine. This guy, I've known him for, oh my God, years and years and years. And that is my good buddy, Kenny, over at Kenny Gamer. Kenny Gamer, Kenny, you know, me and him go so far back, and I've spent, you know, me and Jake had spent many nights, you know, with him and a bunch of our friends, just playing games, staying up all night, and just having an overall good time. Kenny is an awesome dude. He's one of my best buddies, and he's doing some amazing things over at his channel right now. Kenny Gamer. It's on the channel page and the links for other YouTube channels. Go check him out, man. He's got some great, funny content with my other good buddies, Will, Case, and some other friends of his girlfriend Shannon, his buddy Hart. He's got guest stars all the time, and we're planning on doing a collaboration with him as well. So we're really looking forward to that, but go give him a watch, guys. I promise you won't be disappointed. He has got some great stuff over there. He really, really does. So by all means, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Real funny stuff. Again, I personally love it. It takes me back to when me and Kenny used to hang out, like you know, when we used to hang out many years ago. And I just remember, I'm like, oh man, this is exactly how it was. This is so awesome. So yeah, go and give him a like. Go ahead and give him a watch. Next up is another longtime friend of mine, and that is Brodorable, also known as my good buddy Josh. Now, Josh is another longtime friend of mine. He does, I would say if I had to compare, if Kenny Gamer is a lot like the Game Grumps, Brodorable is more like Markiplier, if I had to compare them to anybody, to give you guys an example. Josh does a lot of PC games, like a lot of crazy, like off-the-wall PC games, and dude's just a hilarious guy. Again, another individual that I've hung out with on many occasions. He is a bright, smart, funny guy, and he's just, again, he loves doing this, and he, like myself, is his own biggest critic, and, you know, I've had many talks with him about, you know, just YouTube and whatnot in general. But again, real great stuff over there. He puts a lot of love into all his stuff, just like Kenny, just like Daniel. Go give him a check. Go check him out and give him a subscribe as well. And last but not least is going to be my brother Jake, who is also part of the Hyper Arcade Turbo Bros. We call him Mojo, but Jake is starting up his own YouTube channel as well. That will be Mojo's Den. I'm actually going to help him out with this. Jake plans on doing a lot of first-person shooter-based content that you normally wouldn't see on this channel. But if you go over and check out his channel, that's where he's planning on uploading everything. He's going to be doing a lot of Destiny-related content, a lot of Fallout-related content, and he's a huge fan of the Souls series, so count on seeing Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 when it comes out. Jake is also a bit of a achievement hunter. He is a hard mode player. Count on seeing all of that. We're discussing the format for his show now, but he has it already created. We're just ironing out and working on the finer details of it all. So definitely go and do that, guys. And if you want to check out any of these channels, they are all on my channel page in the links below. You know, if you go to our channel page. Just go and hit those links down there. So yeah, guys, that is all I have right now. Thank you again so much for watching. We all really appreciate it here, and we love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. And stay tuned. We've got more coming. I promise you that we do. We're not going anywhere, and we're still strong. We're still going to be doing this. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm rambling a little bit. It's very late, very tired, but I wanted to at least do this for you guys. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Turbo out.